everybody? Happy Thursday. We are so excited to come to you with another live here at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Well, a little bit later today, but it's okay. We are here. We're ready to rock and roll. I am in my sports gear today because it is absolutely gorgeous here in San Diego, California. It's like 75 degrees out and wonderful. Getting that sunshine, vitamin D. Let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're feeling. Are you frustrated? Are you excited? Are you happy? It's another day in crypto, and Bitcoin has pumped and then Bitcoin dumped, and now Bitcoin might pump again. And that's the summary of the day. And that just feels like it summarizes the market in general. A lot of frustration out there, but we've been navigating that in our VIP Telegram group in the Hive. The link is in the description below. I have to remind you guys all, because you should all be there. It's free to join now. All you have to do is sign up for BYDFI, deposit any amount, and get $100 to trade with, just as a bonus, just as a, like incentive to invest in yourself. And in this case, you don't have to invest money. You just have to invest time. And, for all of you who are tuning in, I mean, you're doing the right thing, because investing in your skills is essential right now as we are getting ready for a mega move, in my opinion. Okay. So patience is key. That's it. How patient are you? Can you outlive the rest? Can you survive these times? Surviving is thriving in these market conditions. And, Trump addressed the nation yesterday. And among the many things that he said, he did say one thing that is very, very important for the markets. I'm going to add that up there right now. Let's have a look.
$1,000 a year, and next spring is projected to be the largest tax refund season of all time.
Largest tax refund season of all time. Let's go. We're going to get some helicopter money, it sounds like, here in the US. So that's pretty cool. And that should add to the bullish macro factors. Okay. People are starting to have a little bit more liquidity. The Fed is easing, injecting money into the market. Macroeconomic conditions are primed, right? At least all of the historical factors that have caused risk on assets to go up. And that's what we want to see. Silver is doing phenomenally well. And there's a lot of interesting things happening in the market. In fact, I actually saw a stat the other day about a copper chart that historically, like copper versus something else, I think it was copper versus gold. When copper goes up, risk assets tend to go up. So that was an interesting correlation. And I just want to shout out to El Gamma. We love you too, man. We love all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're the Hivers. Okay. That's what we're going to call you. We need a name, because, the A team has been tuning into our lives lately, but they said we needed a name. So we're going to be the Hivers. We're all working in the Hive, the biggest buzzing trading group on the internet. And coming to you from the Queen Bee, right? So look at this glass, guys. I have to show you again. Queen Bee of the Hive, okay? We want to give these out to all the women who join, because we do have women. We have single mothers. We have like an awesome community, guys. So I'm drinking Malibu rum and coconut LaCroix. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I just love your flavored water here in the US. We can't get that in Spain. So that's my cocktail of choice today, guys, because it is Crypto and Cocktails Day, because tomorrow we won't be tuning in because I'll be traveling. So today is Crypto and Cocktails. It's a happy Thursday. And it's 12:45, but hey, I got to stick to what we say on this channel. So I'm doing it. All right. And if you have a coffee, that's okay, but you must let me know what you're drinking, where you're tuning in from. Crypto Liberal, is that what it is? 78 here in Phoenix, on the way to my new McDonald's job. Hey, but it's 78 degrees, so you're happy, right? I mean, let's go flip burgers and be happy about it, because soon we will be seeing our day in the sun. No pun intended. I'm so confident in it, guys. I mean, do not give up at these times. If you give up at these times, you'll be selling to BlackRock, right into their hands, right into smart money and big money's hands. In fact, I actually added to my position in iTrust. So we've been talking a lot about iTrust. iTrust is the largest crypto IRA firm out there. They're based here in Irvine, California, actually. So I will be going to visit them, do a tour of their office. They're an amazing company. So it basically allows you to buy and sell, trade crypto tax-free within your IRA, and you're setting your future self up for success. We have to think about that on this channel. This is all about freedom, right? Financial freedom, the freedom to live your life on your terms, and that's setting your future self up as well. So, buying Bitcoin and letting it marinate there. And, if you listen to all of these big firms and whales and where we're projected to hit, it's like Tim Draper said, it's either going to zero or it's going to work, and then it's going to raise infinitely, right? Because it'll be the new world currency. So I'm adding to my Bitcoin position. The link is in the description below for you to be able to do that. You can actually convert directly from your existing Roth IRA, or your traditional 401k. They'll help you do that. And if you fund your account, the minimum is just $1,000, which is much lower than most. You will get a $100 bonus. So another incentive to invest in your future. Those links are all in the description. Guys, join the Hive Telegram first and foremost. You'll be getting our updates round the clock. We've been nailing setups, including Fartcoin, which we're going to talk about later on in the stream, is playing out quite nicely. And we set you up for free with that setup here yesterday on YouTube and the day before. So that's really cool. But Phoenix, Arizona, I love it. Greetings from Las Vegas. Okay, ready to join the homeless population. Guys, don't worry. If you can survive during these conditions, you will thrive. And by the way, Leroy, we were just filming our course in Vegas. Absolutely wonderful studios there. I might be going back shortly, and maybe we'll have another meetup when we launch our crypto course in January. So if you guys want to meet us in Vegas and trade with us and just get the community together, let me know, because that's in the cards. Leroy, you better not say no, because you're based there. Arizona as well. Okay. Why not? Why not? I like it. Oh, the sun. Rob, you need to come to the sun. Let's bring Rob up, actually. Rob, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
There's Purdy. She's so beautiful.
Hi, Purdy. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Purdy. She's our spirit animal, guys. And yeah, Purdy is actually craving sunshine as well. She doesn't like the snow. So we're going to have to get Rob on the West Coast, I think, again, to enjoy some of that sweet sunshine. What do you think?
I might feel better. Well, my hands actually hurt really today from the weather change and going up. And today it was actually about 45, 50 degrees. So it's pretty hot today. But the weather changes hurt. I have injured hands. So I injured my hands. So sometimes these weather changes hurt my hands really bad. So today I'm actually hurting really bad.
Oh man, see, the cold is bad for the joints too, for arthritis, for any type of injury. Man, we got to get Rob out here, guys. Let's rally to get Rob out here into the sunshine. It sounds like everybody tuning in today is coming from somewhere warm. I don't know. We're just bringing you the warm vibes, Rob, and sending those vibes your way. Also to you, Purdy, you beautiful Dalmatian, you, our spirit animal here in the Hive. So everybody's, talking about McDonald's and joining the homeless population, and it's a little bit doom and gloom, although we've still got those positive vibes because we're just happy people in general, because it's a good time to be alive. And we know that good things come to those who wait and to those who are patient. Not to mention, our good old friend Warren Buffett says money will be transferred from impatient to patient hands every single time. And that's what it's about, guys. So it's just more patience. We've been telling you about these macro bullish factors, both fundamentally and on the charts. We are near at least a local bottom, it seems, if not the bottom, before a next massive run up. So Neil, he says, it's been running all day. Oh, you're in London. Okay, it's been raining all day here. Yeah, London. I got to say, I remember I spent one New Year's in London, and of course we were up until like 5 a.m. We woke up at around 2:30 and the sun was going down. And that was crazy. So the sun goes down at like 3 p.m. in London around this time. So yeah. Rob is where he's freezing. Yes, he is. And El Gammon's giving you a little FOMO here. He's saying he's in shorts and enjoying the sun. What is this? I think they're just trying to get us to do another meetup in the sun. What do you think, Rob?
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah, I think so. So, I hope you guys are all enjoying. Maybe you're not having a cocktail like me. Don't judge. It's crypto and cocktails. I've got to be true to what I'm saying, but I do. What are you drinking, Rob? We can't see it.
Simple rum and Coke.
Okay, rum and Coke. So I'm also having Malibu rum in my Queen Bee cup. We are going to send these. I want to send these to every woman that joins. So if you have a woman in your life that you want her to learn how to trade, have her join our group, and we're going to send her a Queen Bee cup. And for the guys, I might be sending honeycomb cups, right? Like there's this coffee shop right near where I'm going in Ventura, California next. And they have honeycomb cups. It's like the Hivers. Guys, we're going to make this fun. Like this got to be fun. We've got to have our crypto and cocktails cup. So if you're signed up to our group and you're active here, we want to get you one of those cups. That's it. Like let's figure out how to do that. I think that's going to be a fun thing. So on that note, wow. Okay. So Bitcoin had a pump, had a dump. Now we're back at 85K. We're wondering, should we short it? Should we long it? What is going on? But before we do, I'm going to show you a few things and then we'll jump into the charts with Rob. Okay. So first things first, everybody's calling it manipulation, right? And on this channel, we generally like to say, well, that's not maybe the way you should look at it. You should look at it as market makers taking out liquidity, right? And if you learn to play by those rules and understand what's happening. So this particular account is obsessed with the 10 a.m. theory. He thinks that at 10 a.m. is when all the manipulation happens. So let's see here. This is insane level. At 8:30 a.m. CPI came in lower than expected. On the bullish CPI news, Bitcoin pumped $2,200 from 87,000 to 89,000. in just 60 minutes. 70 billion added to the crypto market, 94 million worth of shorts liquidated. 10 a.m., the manipulation starts. Bitcoin dropped $3,700 from 89K to 85.6 in the next 90 minutes. 117 billion erased from crypto market cap, 100 million worth of longs liquidated. Rob, what's your take on this?
I mean, is there manipulation? Yeah, probably, but you just trade it. I mean, it doesn't change your trading strategy. If you have good risk management strategy, you use stop losses. Why does it really matter if you're in a trading situation? Because like today, we're up about 40% on Bitcoin long. And I think it was bullish CPI news that came out, helped push it up. It actually hit my take profit target, but I was like, there's good, strong volume. Well, I mean, I messaged in the group, one thing you just do, move your stop losses up if you think we're going to break out. And if you don't think we're going to break out, just take your profits. Have plan A, plan B, move your, and you're in a win-win situation no matter what. Now we drop back down to underneath where we entered at, and you should be happy because now we might get to play the same game over again.
Right. Yeah. So that is trading those ranges, and it's the cost of getting into the trade, right? But the thing is, when you have the edge, the idea and the theory is that you will win more than you lose over time, right? So that's just how it is.
Then manipulation that's in this kind of time frame for long-term holders. Why does it really matter to you if you're going to be holding for the next 5 years, 10 years? If you're putting in an IRA, it doesn't really, the manipulation shouldn't really matter to you at this time because you don't plan on taking profit right now. Like if it was like it's like say that you have something for retirement. Are you retiring right now? Why does that matter?
Right. Yeah. And so that's just the thing. I'm adding to my long-term holdings. I'm not really actively trading my crypto IRA, right? It's a Roth, by the way, guys. So if you don't know about Roths and you're still not at retirement age, if you are at retirement age, but you own your own business, you can have a SEP IRA and you can contribute a lot of money to that. So that's a really big plus. But a Roth allows you to put in $7,000 post-tax money per year. And that's just tax-free, right? So you can actually actively trade tax-free within your IRA as well. So that is one of the advantages is that you're in a tax-sheltered environment, right? So you can still actively trade, but you don't have to pay those capital gains until you withdraw it for the traditional IRA, and the Roth is just what it is. It's post-tax dollars. So it's an incredible benefit. And, I'm wanting to live well now and also in the future, and that's why I'm doing it. So that link is in the description. Just go check it out at least. Get yourself updated. Learn as much as you can. Read about it. Read about everything that we talk about here and study. That's what to do in these market conditions. Even if you're flipping burgers because now you're poor because the market is terrible. Just guys, know that good things are coming. We're getting helicopter money, it sounds like, tax refunds, and it's all good. So let's just stick together, learn, and help each other grow in these times. And the other thing I wanted to go over.
Tax refund.
Yeah. You're not getting a tax refund. Is that what you're saying?
I'm probably gonna be paying a pretty good amount of taxes because I day trade too much.
Hey, yeah, okay, but that's still a good thing. If you're paying taxes, then maybe you're doing all right, right? Like so, there's a silver lining there.
Hopefully how much I got to pay in taxes less this year because if it's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. I got to pay less.
Right. Exactly. Another reason that I like the IRA is that, you don't have to. So, okay, you don't get it immediately. You've got to wait quite a while, but you don't have to deal with that right in the moment. Hey, and what if Trump announces no capital gains on U.S. made cryptos, right? That would be just, that would be amazing. I think we just, those coins, those US made coins, US based coins would fly. Right. I mean, that would be a crazy atmosphere, I think. So let's see if that ever comes true. I know that was hinted at before quite a bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a list made up for that because there's quite a few of them now as well, too. Like if you go on CoinGecko, they have a whole list of them. So maybe we'll get a trade list posted in group about those.
Yeah. And then maybe start, I mean, my thing is some of them are my foundational pillars in my long-term hold anyway, but maybe start dollar cost averaging more toward those US made cryptos in anticipation that could happen. I don't know, guys, we like to
if that bear comes out, there's gonna be a lot more just coming into the market because they're gonna everybody's gonna want to ride that wave of the US based, and then the ones that aren't US based, they're gonna be sitting there trying to become US based, and they're like, all right, we're changing over we're going overseas, and a bunch of crypto will come in the market because everybody's gonna be sitting there, wait, I have to pay taxes on this, and I'm sure there'll be some kind of holding period as well. I mean, they make that law. There's gonna be, in my opinion, there's going to have some kind of holding period to it as well, too. It can't be like, oh, you can day trade it and have no taxes. Any money holding period to it.
Right. But at least maybe mid to long-term holds will be beneficial then. at the very least. So maybe that'll help with price. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see how it plays out.
1 year holds, we'll be looking at those 2-week charts like hawks at those points. When that stock RSI is down at the bottom on 2-week time frames, up top on 2-week, that happens like once a year. So there you go. Right. There's your zero tax trading. If they do like 1 year holds or something like that, we're gonna know exactly when to enter on them and exactly when to exit, and be able to time that very well with the 2-week charts and with our strategy with that. So it's gonna be,
I love that.
be awesome, actually, if now you think about it.
Right. And so we have a plan for all scenarios. Look at that. Trading is all about having a plan. So I thought this was interesting here. And I want you guys to understand this concept, because it's sort of the same with crypto, right? The majority of the big moves happen over like not many days, right? Like it's a handful of days per year, maybe 45 days where the biggest gains come. So stat of the day, excluding the 10 worst performing days, the S&P 500 has returned 6,400% since 1995. This is 5.3 times higher than 1,200% over the same period when excluding the 10 best days. By comparison, the index's overall total return has been 2,600, which is less than half the return generated when excluding the market's worst performing days. So this is what you got to know. The divergence accelerated in 2008 when the market experienced 5 of its top 10 worst days in 1995. It widened even further in 2020 when the S&P recorded 3 of its top 10 worst days. A few critical days can determine decades of performance. So he's talking about both bad and good, but I'm talking about, in this case, what I take from this too is that like it's the pumps, and when the market kind of like goes crazy, it doesn't happen usually gradually. Like those biggest days of the year happen a handful of days. I don't know if I'm communicating this, but like 20% of the gains are usually in the last or 80% of the gains are usually in the last like 20% of the cycle. I think that was a stat for crypto. And just like if you're not positioned or you're not ready, it can take off, right? And the same thing for bear market. If you're not ready for that, it can accelerate bad quickly. So we're keeping you primed and ready for all of those different scenarios, right? And that's just what we're going to be looking at. So Neil, you just had a glass of Italian red vino. I like that. Italian wine is so good. Italian food is amazing. And especially in Italy, they use much more fresh ingredients than in the US. The US is a little bit heavier, I feel. It's just fresh everything. Oh my gosh, I love Italian red wine and Spanish red wine, and a bottle of like fine red wine, or let's just go by the glass. In Spain, you can get like an amazing glass of wine for like €4, which is like $5. It's crazy, guys, at a restaurant. So yeah. El Gamid, guys, from your profits in crypto, buy crypto or buy assets, borrow against them, and then you don't have to pay taxes. Check off it. Yeah, that's true. And that's another wealth building, tip that people don't really know about. And that's how the rich people live, right? They borrow against their equity or their stocks, and they live off that money tax-free. So eventually, when Bitcoin hits a certain valuation, Mark Moss, actually, who I like, he talks a lot about this, is saying like when Bitcoin hits 1 million, for example, and then it just starts to go up from there. I mean, we'll have hit mass adoption by then. You can borrow against that Bitcoin. Maybe it's a 13% premium, but if Bitcoin goes up on average 25 to 50%, and you're just continually borrowing against it, the idea is that like when it hits 5 to 10 million, maybe when you pass it on to your kids, they can pay off all that debt and still have an amazing amount of equity left in that Bitcoin, and you can live for free essentially off that money tax free. So that's an ideal world case scenario, but it is something to think about. That is something that is coming. Lending and borrowing against Bitcoin is happening now, and it's only going to grow in the future. So it's a really amazing way to optimize your taxes and your living. So I'll be doing that for sure. Rob, what do you say? Should we jump on into those charts?
Yeah, let's go and take a quick look at Bitcoin here real quick.
All right. Got to get rid of this first. What's up there? Okay.
My son just got home.
He's going to have some questions for Dad.
Hang on 1 second, guys.
All right. No problem. Guys, so that's just what I was saying. The optimization of your taxes, the optimization of your trading strategies. Now is the time to refine all of that. Get a whiteboard, get a notepad, set a plan. Set a plan for this year, set a plan for this month, for the next 5 years. Like think about what you want to do, because you always will act better in a time of stress, right? Like when Bitcoin has its dumps or its pumps, you'll know what you want to do at that point. And that is much better prepared and primed for success than reacting in the moment emotionally.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Let's check these charts out.
All right, so we're going to start off in a small time frame right now. So we're looking at Bitcoin 5-minute chart, and this is something that we already posted in group. We're looking for basically a breakout of this trend line, which we got. We came back down and retested already. And the reason why we were looking for that to happen was because we had giant bullish divergence. I'm going to go ahead and just flip over that. We had that already kind of marked out in group. So these are the kind of things you kind of want to be in group for as well too, if it pops up. So like that's what we're basically looking at right here. And these two green lines that were above and beneath right here was actually that 1 hour range that we were talking about yesterday. So we got all the way to the top of the range, and then we got rejected and came all the way back down, and we lost the 1 hour range. But this right here, this bullish divergence in low time frames was kind of telling me that we could be having a bear trap on it. So I was initially going to short once we broke that range, but once I zoomed in a little bit and saw this, I was like, I might want to hold off because we might come at least back up to the center of the range, and we might be able to get some profits that way. Might get a pretty move here, which looks like we're kind of starting to try to do as of right now. Now, also too, then I zoomed out to the 4 hour chart. And that's why sometimes you just got to look at different time frames, see what everything looks like. We may say in this full range that we were talking about yesterday, this 5% range, because we also got a 4 hour bullish order block and a 4 hour bearish order block. We have a bearish change of character and a bullish change of character following each other. And typically when that happens, what that's telling you is you're having range trading. Basically, you're just going to go into a range and consolidate. You're going to get higher highs, lower lows after each other. It's going to chop everybody up. So usually chop is like a lot of people, whenever they get into trading, they're only good at trading a trend. So up or down, either way. And just whenever something keeps going one direction. But when we get this, you get that choppy action, which typically is hard to trade. But this happens a lot in crypto. So the more you get used to it, the easier it gets. And you just got to be kind of ready for it and kind of expect it and know when to do that. So basically, we're going to be looking either for this to get up to the highs, maybe put in a higher low, or if it goes up to a little bit, wicks up a little bit higher, and we come back down a low. We're looking for sideways price action as of right now. We're not looking to trade a trend. So that's basically what we're kind of looking for on Bitcoin. Now, do the alts follow this or don't they follow this? It's kind of hard to say. If you're up at the highs right here and you're in a downtrend on an alt and you get rejected from the range high, most likely your alts are going to get wrecked right afterwards, and you have a good short on altcoins. They're not, and if you're on the lows and it starts going up here and Bitcoin dominance has kind of been pumping like it has been, usually alts aren't going to really do very much. So alt longs won't be very good to trade.
Right. And so, that just goes to show that it's essential to watch Bitcoin's movements during this time if you're trading altcoins. And that's been helping our members immensely to get better trades on the alts.
Yes. So right now is just kind of a key time. We're just kind of waiting for some more conviction out of Bitcoin to see what happens here. Now, and I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. So I also want to show this as well, too. I just want to take a look at our 3-day chart here. So we showed this a couple times here, and Bitcoin longs on Bitfinex is almost up to this ascending trend line right here. We're getting closer to it. So once we get up there, I'm going to be expecting so that's a resistance. I'm going to be expecting that to get rejected. So once that gets rejected, typically that means their longs are stop being built up and they're getting ready to take profits, because now usually afterwards, Bitcoin actually starts going up within that time. So we are still ascending on that one. Longs are still building. So Bitfinex longs are still building. And this has been a very, so far the trend is your friend till the end. So this is a trend to follow as well too. We're just waiting for the Bitcoin longs to stop building, so that way they can start taking profits. This can start dropping. And if they're taking profits, that means Bitcoin's usually pumping because it's hitting their take profits. How high does it go? We don't know. Me, right now, my goal, in my opinion, there's liquidity up at $100,000 around the weekly SMA 50, the 1 day SMA 200. That zone is what I'm kind of looking for as a target. And we're also,
it's a pretty sizable pump.
Yeah, it's a very good pump. So that's why I'm kind of more focused on Bitcoin longs. And I'm also, at the same time, I'm focused on more alt shorts. I didn't get to post very many today just because I was kind of busy. We had a Fartcoin short that played out pretty well, but it didn't actually get my entry. So I didn't actually get entry this time on it because it didn't. I was expecting a bounce. I was hoping for a bounce to get a good new entry on it. And that bounce didn't happen. It just rolled over to start hitting more take profits from our first entry.
But we did go over that setup the last 2 days on this stream, saying that Fartcoin could be in for a very big short move, and it's playing out now. It's very nicely.
Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look at Fartcoin real quick. Saying that too fast sometimes. It's hard.
It's the rum.
It's the rum. So let's go ahead and let's find Fartcoin here. I think it's on. I need to clean up my list here. So Fartcoin is down 18% on the day. So whenever we started talking about Fartcoin short, I think it actually hit all TPs by this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were talking about a massive move is coming. I mean, we've been following this for the last couple days just here on YouTube. So if you would have been tuning into YouTube and took this position and we're still in it, I mean, you're in big profit right now. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so looking at it, if you're using the candle closes as your Fibonacci levels, we just hit 0.786 Fibonacci level. So all TPs hit. That right there, I'd sit there and say close trade. It might be a good time to sit there and start zooming in and looking for a long bounce, which we might get a little, yeah, looking at it right now, let's look at the indicator. So we may be getting long on Fartcoin. We break that 30-minute 9. We got a bullish engulfing candle. So we might just ride these same TPs all the way back up to about 33 cents or something like that, 30 cents, somewhere in that area. So we might be looking for Bitcoin or Fartcoin long. We got the full retracement, and that's what we were looking for. We got it. Now actually might be time to go long on Fartcoin finally and have a more of a bullish bias than a bearish bias on Fartcoin. So
I'm loving this real-time analysis, because what happened was Rob actually got an alert while we were on a live 2 days ago, and we started following Fartcoin and talking about scalping, because we do help people get in and out of the markets within a matter of 45 minutes to hours, right, with our scalping strategy. And we were going over a live scalp on the YouTube and saying, hey, this could be a scalp long, and then we'll hit the short area. We've been following this for 2 days, and yesterday Rob literally said these are the levels if this short plays out. And here we are 1 day later, 18% move. Not bad with some leverage. I mean, you've got a pretty solid trade right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was 18% on today's move, on today's from today's open. It was actually more than an 18% move altogether. I could sit there. Let's see how long. Let's see how big of a move it was. So we shorted at the 1 hour SMA 200. Sorry, I'm actually opening up my chart, my phone right now to maybe take some long entries on it, because I got some profits to play with.
Hey, there we go, guys. Might be doing another live scalping session here on YouTube, because now is the time. I mean, so maybe actually then we can talk about a little bit how to get entry on that, because guys, this is our last live for this week. We may be coming in tomorrow if there's some important updates or something starts to happen, but or we need to get you some updates. But other than that, I'm traveling, so I don't want to promise anything and not be able to make it. But today is our last day of the week before Christmas week. Next week will be intermittent. So it's important that you pay attention if you want to learn how to do this, and also if you want to join us in this trade. And on that note, for all of you who are just tuning in, you can sign up to the Discord. We have a lot of announcements, giveaways. We're going to be doing giveaways there. So the Discord is free, open to everyone. And sign up to our VIP trading group, the Hive Telegram, where Rob and his talented analysts and myself are posting alpha charts and things around the clock, right? We're just keeping you updated on all the important trades you need to be aware of. And that is free. You just need to sign up with our verification bot. It'll take you to BYDFI. You sign up for BYDFI, no KYC, okay? And you get a free $100 bonus if you deposit any amount, $5, $10. And on top of that, today in the group, I'll be making an announcement on bonuses for people who have been actively trading there, and also who are posting their results or just contributing and commenting in the community. So we're planning on giving away a lot of value in that group just for being active, right? Like, so that's coming today, so you don't want to miss that. And yeah, those links are in the description, as well as iTrust. Guys, get in now, and don't forget to smash a like, hit the subscribe, and share this, because we want to get this out to as many people as possible. And on that note, Rob, let's go ahead and check out how we might determine how to get into this Fartcoin trade.
All right, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we had a 30% move from our original entry on Fartcoin right here at the 1 hour SMA 200 is where we got in. We had 2 chances to get in, and then you had a 31% drop afterwards, and that was within. Let's go ahead and time this out. So this wasn't a very long time. So from the very first entry, it was 1 day and 21 hours, 30% move to the downside. If you had 5-10x leverage on it, you just made massive money. Congrats.
Let's go, guys. Congrats everybody who took that. I know a lot of people in group took that, and we're all just sort of riding the wave. Hot air did not rise this time. It sank, but it might be about to rise again. That's right, Watchman. What's up with your good vibes? Fartcoin shart. Is that a play on words? Yes, it was a very nice day indeed. I like it.
All right, so what we're kind of looking now is some kind of like falling wedge type structure going on here, which has usually I think is a 68% chance to break to the upside. It's a little bit sloppy looking. I mean, there's a meme coin called Fartcoin, so you would ever known you could be making money off something like this. This is funny to
I
me.
know, and they talk about it on the news too. So at like the peak of the last altcoin, mini run, they were talking about the news on the news, like Fartcoin, what a phenomenon! Who would have known that this would have risen more than normal stocks and hot air rises, like on all the news channels, and that was your cue. Like, okay, we're seeing a bit of a peak right now, but we're not talking about Fartcoin yet in the news. So now is the time, guys.
Yep. All right. So I mean, right now we broke the 5-minute SMA 9 bullish engulfing candle fair value gap. So that is technically, since we did that full retracement, we could start kind of looking for an entry here and put tight stop losses on it. Because there are some times where you just kind of go. So I noticed in crypto a lot. Sometimes you'll dip underneath the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement and then it'll bear trap and then go up. So that's my other idea, but we haven't done that just yet. So we got to play where we're at right now. So this bullish fair value gap holds. You sit there, and that's good. That's basically your entry take, and that's where I kind of took an entry as of right now. You put your stops right underneath your low here. You get stopped out. You kind of wait for a bear trap scenario on this trend line or on the 0.786 Fibonacci. You got to put that back on there as well too. Now our next entry idea would be a 5-minute breakout with some volume on it on this bearish order block right here. So that'd be a breaker block. So that would be our next scenario. And our take profits would be basically up to 28 cents. You'll be like 29 cents or so. I'll sit there and say would be a good take profit zone. Every order block here, I'll draw a line up. Every time we broke one, move your stop losses up or take some profits, whichever it is you would like to do. It's up to you. Following stops, something like that. Let's go ahead and look at the 15-minute chart, see what we kind of look like. All right, 15. And also, to mention on here, we do have 15 minutes bullish divergence playing out here. We do need to break the 15-minute 9. So you could also wait for the break of the 15-minute SMA 9 as well, too, for an entry. And we're going to have bullish crossover on our Stosh RSI with our RSI making that bullish divergence from right here to right here. So that's just basically strong bullish divergence that looks like to me as of right now. Let's go ahead and jump to the 1-hour chart. Let's get some stronger lines. So we do have the 1-hour SMA 9. It's really far away, so I wouldn't wait for a break for that as of right now. I'm trying to front run some things as of right now, but as we get up to it is whenever you want to put at least your stop losses to break even. So if we bearishly retest that and get rejected, we could come back down and make like a potential double bottom idea as well too. So we get all the way up to here. You have your stop losses up in profit. Or you do a falling stop loss, we get rejected from here, you come right back down the entry before we go up higher. And we also have a bearish break of structure as well too on Fartcoin. And your best entry for this actually right here is this order block. So us getting back up to the order block would be ideal as well too, which is at 31 cents. So that there, if we do go all the way back up, there's potentially liquidity up there that market makers might want to take out, and that's a 23% move up. So this could be a very strong move up as well too. If we go up, we never filled up this order block. There's no wicks going into it, no nothing. So there's a bunch of liquidity potentially up in this zone that we can hit. I mean, really, what I really like is this order block up here. The reason being, and those strongly higher, is because there's 51% volume right here. So I got on my metrics, on my order blocks here, I have volume metrics. I can see the volume here. So that one there, we never wicked into after we got our bearish retest. After we got our bearish retest here, we just went straight down. We never got all the way up, and we never came up and filled this order block, never wicked up, no scam wicks, no nothing. So there might be a bunch of orders sitting here that market makers want to take off here. And once we start getting moving on this, people start seeing, oh, Fartcoin's moving, there might be some hype to get back in to play some kind of move. So we might just go back to our short entry as well too. So once we break that 1-hour 9 and hold it, that might be the time to sit there and use the 1-hour SMA 9 as a following stop loss.
Wow, I like this a lot. We're giving you a setup live on YouTube, and this is what Rob looks for. Now you have all the details about how to determine whether to get in now, where you can get in later, and what we could potentially do after. I like the whole talk about we could come back down for double bottom. So you guys are prepared for all scenarios, where to place your stops. Then if we do get wicked out, then we can look to get it back in on a bear trap. I mean, these are like really mega alpha tips on how to get into a trade. And you can see the simplicity of it, right? It's like, it took a long time to learn and for Rob the Master, but he's breaking it down for you so simply. And these order blocks are really helpful. So in our course that we filmed in Vegas, we teach you how to use this Lux Algo indicator. and keep things nice and clean and easy for you to see visually on the charts. And it does make a huge difference, especially seemingly in these market conditions where market makers are liking to, take this liquidity out to the upside and to the downside, and it helps you determine where that's at. So this is what we're looking for in Fartcoin. You're literally getting the setup live here on YouTube. If you want to take this trade, sign up to our link first and get that $100 bonus. Take advantage. Trade with free money. Learn to do this on house money, and this is a prime setup right now. And this is really fun. Like, it's fun to be able to do this live. You don't always get these opportunities, but yeah, that's pretty cool, Rob. So we will be updating you with that in the group on how that's going.
Yep.
And what else?
I mean, that's basically it. We either make a new low that you get stopped out in, you got to wait for a new buy signal, or we don't. And this is our entry, and we're ready to go. And we get falling stops. Like, we just broke the 15-minute SMA 9, so now we got a bullish fair value gap on the 15-minute chart that we could fill as well too. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But you can also use, like, one way of risk management is scaling in. You don't have to do all, and you don't. Say you're putting 10,000. Say you want to put $10,000 on this trade or something. You have to put all $10,000 in at one time and put 500 in, 1,000 in, 1,000 in, and kind of scale in as well too. So it depends on how you are and what you're kind of looking for and how good and how much time you have to watch as well too. So.
Right. So you can keep it as simple or as complicated as you want. But, I think most people that are tuning in here want to keep it simple. If you're a long-term holder just learning how to trade, this is an interesting one for you to learn with. Maybe you can just follow along if you don't want to take the trade, and just like understand what's going on. So now you have the dynamics of what to look for. And that's just that. Right.
Yep. I mean, yeah, there's really no more to it. It's going to go up or down, and we're just kind of waiting for those signals to sit there to see if it holds. And the key is just managing your risk, because I mean, if it does just roll over, I mean, your stop loss is probably 2 to 5%, depending on how much room you have to breathe. I mean, legitly from where we're at right now, it's to go to break this low right here. It's a 4%, 3 to 3.5% move down. So the risk management on this trade is really good. It's a very low risk trade, to be completely honest, because it's just not that big. For the risk to reward is really good.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And if you do get stopped out, then you can look to get back in on that bear trap potentially, or just see what happens. Right. So it's just the cost of entry is basically what it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have a new guy tuning in here. Ablamil. I don't know what your name is, but it's really great to have you. And you're saying that Bitcoin is going to go down to 75K, and that will be the bottom. So for that to play out, we'd have to break the critical levels that we discussed on the stream yesterday and today. But we're not going to predict. We're just going to take it day by day. So let's just, I guess, to finish off the stream, let's just see where we're at and the critical levels that we're looking for on Bitcoin.
I mean, right now the critical level is the 85K area, Monday's low. So I'm more playing ranges right now. I'm not going for any swing trades, to be completely honest. Just because swing trades have been very challenging during these market conditions, long or short. Because every time I do a short swing trade, I end up getting wicked out from a wick or something like that. So I just been playing more day trades. So could we go down lower? Yeah, sure, we could. Would that be the bottom? I have no idea. I have a theory on everything. Everything can go lower and everything can go higher. I just play the signals. So if I get a signal for going long, I go long. If I get a signal for going short, I go short. My trades are typically closed within a day or less. If I'm swing trading, my swing trades are closed within 3 days.
Right. I was getting alerts live on YouTube. You know what that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ablam, it's just day by day. If we do go down there, that's an incredible level of support, previous highs, and there's a lot of support building in this area. But, we just got to take it day by day, because Rob was also talking about the wicks that we've been seeing in the higher lows building up, that smart money is tiptoeing in gradually. Right. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, we're looking at the price levels and letting that determine, what we do.
Yeah. I mean, right now, we didn't really put a higher low in yesterday. We kind of closed the same level. So we'll be paying attention to that today at 1 day close. If we close right here, we actually are going to be putting a lower candle close on it. But so we'll just have to see what happens today. And again, we're in a 1 day bullish order block. We're on 1 day support over here. I'm making some new ideas as well too, with Fibonacci and stuff like that, and the monthly Fibonacci levels as well. We'll see what happens with those. I haven't got those charts completed yet, so I'm still working on some different ideas. But I mean, I'm not a top and bottom caller out here. I'm a guy who likes making money in the middle of the price action. I think it's too hard to call tops and bottoms. I think speaking in absolutes is very bad, and I think just being ready for whatever the price action gives you will keep you more in the game, and you'll be more profitable in the long run. I think if you just look to nail the near local lows and the near local highs, you're going to be okay. If you're trying to nail that exact bottom, that exact top, because you want to look like a hero or something like that, that's when you start getting yourself in trouble. I see too many social media posters get in trouble over that, just because there's no absolutes in trading. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Right. And that's so true. And also, you know, if you are a long-term holder and 75K ends up being the bottom, I mean, what does that matter to you too? Like, right. That's actually a positive thing. It's not that much further from where we're at price wise now. And, you know, you can scale in all the way down to that level if we do go there. But if you're a long-term holder, I mean, it's sort of just going to be a drop in the bucket long-term. Right?
Yeah. I mean, 75K is on the bottom of this, or close to the bottom of this support zone. So yeah, that's completely possible. But then that doesn't, if it goes a little bit beneath there, you're going to have people saying we're going down to this next support level. And then you're going to be having people say we're going down to the SMA 50. So people are going to just keep on adding to it and keep adding to it. So my idea is, where is the reversal going to be at? Look for the reversal signals. And wherever the reversal signals happen, break above the 1-day 9, bullish head and shoulders, tweezer bottom, some kind of bottom signal in high time frames. Once you start getting all those kind of confluenced all together, then you're looking like, all right, whatever this price is, whenever that happens, whatever that price is, there's your local low. You look for that to kind of confirm.
Right. Absolutely. So that's what we'll be keeping you updated on in real time, not only in the group, but here in YouTube as much as we can. We can only come to once per day on YouTube, and that's Monday through Friday. In this case, Monday through Thursday. Guys, if something important happens tomorrow, or there's a coin we need to update you on, or a good setup we need to get out, we will jump on maybe briefly. But for right now, this is probably the last stream of this week. And we've been really enjoying just hanging out with you guys. Crypto and cocktails. Are both drinking rum today. We had some nice Italian vino. I don't know, you guys, what are you drinking? Coffee. We got lots of different people tuning in from all parts of the world, and we're loving it. We love our community that we're building, and you don't want to miss out on what's happening in our Telegram over the weekend. Big bonuses, as well as just a lot of just information that you're going to need to get. So if you want to stay tuned in real time, you got to sign up there. And I don't know, Rob, do you have any other things you want to leave them with before we sign off today?
Just manage your risk, make money in the middle until we get a confirmed trend of whatever direction we're going. Right now, Bitcoin's on the very, very bottom close to the bottom of the range, and it's trying to hold it with all life as of right now. But this is where, I mean, like I said, it's a little bit choppy, a little bit more tricky if you're newer to trading, but just don't be biased. That's all I have to say. Don't be biased. Don't speak in absolutes. Just be ready for whatever the market gives you.
Yes, absolutely. And that's on the trading side. On, you know, the macro side, guys, I just keep seeing that bullish news just keeps coming out. Same thing we've been saying. No top indicators firing off, nowhere near close. Trump just announced we're going to get a big tax refund, or a lot of people are. That's great for the markets. Yeah, things just, they will be looking up. It's just a matter of when and how patient you can be and how long you can survive. Surviving is thriving. You got to protect that capital. We're trying to teach you how to do that here on this stream. And we hope you enjoyed. You know, I hope you guys had a wonderful day today, and that you have a wonderful, amazing weekend coming into Christmas week. And yeah, I just want to say on that note, cheers to everybody from the Queen Bee and the Hive. And hope all you Hivers are going to have a great day. And that's it. So we will potentially see you tomorrow, maybe next week. Guys, have a good one. And until next time.
Cheers.